Hi, and welcome to SimpleSpiritualityPH. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive tarot reader, I'm a Reiki healer, and an overall lightworker. Now, before we dive into today's episode, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications of my new videos to please hit the subscribe button below. If you like this video later on, please hit the thumbs up. If you have any comments or suggestions you want to say hey, just comment down below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now of course, well, here are the details. Alright, so let's get started. Now this video is very near and dear to my heart. It's very sensitive. It's a very sensitive topic for me, and it's been a long time coming. So if you follow my Simple Spirituality PH Instagram or Facebook, you know that about a month ago I decided to go on a body journey. And this was actually prompted by several reasons, but the biggest kind of like, or actually the last straw, not the biggest, but the last straw was when people started to comment on how fat I got. And yes, as much as we like to make believe that body shaming isn't real, and of course we can do that through manifesting, I mean, it's not impossible, but for the most part, it still prevails. Yes, I did get body shamed while I was in quarantine. So, well, not quarantine, well, I was in lockdown. So the country where I live in, we have been in lockdown since March. It's now September 6th. I'm taping this September 6th. And yeah, so within those months, I actually do agree that I did gain weight. I definitely was not as active as I was on a regular basis, because on a regular basis I'd be walking around. Even when I was at work, my seatmate and I would oftentimes go down from our building and we'd walk to go to the restaurant and just walk in general, whenever we felt like we needed a break from the computer. And I was eating more and more snacks, well, unhealthy snacks, just a lot of starch and like potato chips and the usual stuff that you live to binge on when you're watching TV and all that. And yeah, I just was not moving too much. So yes, I did gain weight, and for the first half of it, I wasn't really I wasn't hating on it too much. I mean, I would hear it and then I would just shrug it off and then just do my work, because I did have an increase in my workload for quite some time, but now it's more manageable. So yeah, I tried to brush it off as much as I can, but then I realized that it became more and more frequent. You know, I would be body shamed more frequently. I mean, it came to me, the comments of that kind of comment would just come to me at a more frequent pace. And so it became a lot more difficult to kind of like brush aside. And then what really did it for me was one day I went by a mirror, a full length mirror inside the house. And I looked at my body and I said that this is not the body that I recognize. I mean, this is not my body. I realized that I did gain so much weight in the first few months of lockdown. And I had a nostalgia for the body that I used to have in high school, because back in high school, I would exercise like a mad woman. I had a six pack because I was also singing at the time, and the best way for a soprano to reach high notes is to really like press against your stomach and just give it your all to really crunch out those notes. So I would always have six pack abs, because singing was important to me and looking good was important to me, and I wanted to do both. That's why I always trained for abs when I was in high school, and I was strong then. My body was very strong back then. I had great arms, and I felt good. I ate a lot of vegetables. My skin cleared up, and I had a really, really big twinge of nostalgia when that happened, when I passed by the mirror and I saw myself as not the person, or not having the body that I wanted to be. I didn't feel good at that time because, again, I was eating snacks And actually, I did get a little bit of acne. I don't know if you guys see, but I do have a little bit, like remnants of them here. And spiritually also, it's also because of I wanted people to stay away because they were making mean comments, you know. So it resulted in that. But yeah, so those were the final two kind of like pushes that really led me to Chloe Ting and all her workouts. So what I did was I went to Chloe Ting's website and I picked out one challenge that I thought would suffice for the whole month, just for me to kind of like the gateway workout for me to try from Chloe Ting. And it did not disappoint. It really did not disappoint. So I chose the 2020 4-week Summer Shred Challenge, and I loved it. The first day was so difficult, but I loved it nonetheless, and I looked forward to it every single day. And today is actually the last day of the Chloe Ting of the 2020 of my 2020 4-week Summer Shred experience. And after this day ends, I'm gonna do a rest day, and I'm gonna do the hourglass challenge next because I love the program so much. So I've rambled on so much. Without further ado, here are my results. So as you guys can see, I still have a bit of fat over there. I do have the before and after photos, but I still have a bit of fat. It didn't, let's be real guys, in 4 weeks, we can't melt all the fat away, especially if it's been there for quite some time. But I'm so happy that it made such a big difference. I actually weighed myself every day, and true to what Chloe Ting says, your weight does fluctuate when you're doing kind of a mix of a cardio and a muscle-based kind of workout. And yeah, I fluctuated every day. One day I was 3 pounds heavier, and the other day I was 3 pounds lighter. One day I was 1 pound lighter, and then another day I was 4 pounds heavier, and all of that stuff. But I did measure myself diligently as well every day, and I saw a consistent drop in my measurements. The biggest measurement drop for me was in my belly. As you can see, here are the measurements. And my arms actually became bigger, but I think it's because of the muscle now. I did not have that. That thing, this was not present before I started. It was just all flab. And now even when I do that, it's like kind of harder than what it used to be. In the past, it used to just like all jiggle, but now it's just like it's much harder now than it used to be because of all the muscle. And what really, like, I don't know how to explain it, but when I step on the scale, it fluctuates, and I don't know where all the fat went, but it seemed to just evaporate into thin air as I was doing the workout. And so I am actually very, very, very happy with my results. And this was just a 4-week Summer Shred Challenge. And mind you, I did not change my diet. I ate cake. We had spaghetti Saturdays every Saturday, and I would eat 2 bowls of it. But I eat vegetables regularly. We eat vegetables in our house daily. And I do take moringa leaf every day. I do take supplements every day. I take adaptogens every day. I drink coffee every day. And basically I eat healthy and not so healthy because I also eat chocolate every day. I ate, as I said, cake. I ate ice cream. I ate sagot gulaman. It's a treat here in the Philippines. I ate halo-halo during summer. I would eat that like twice a week. I ate donuts. One day I remember I finished like 3 donuts from Krispy Kreme, and I still did the challenge. And the next day I didn't gain weight at all. So I'm excited to see I'm so sorry. I'm excited to see what the next results will be, because I plan to do the hourglass challenge with a cleaner diet, so that I have a contrast between doing a challenge without a clean diet and doing a contrast with a cleaner diet. Okay, so yeah, that is the first half of the video. Let's move on to the second half, which is my forte, the spiritual aspect of all of this. All right, so if you also follow my Instagram, you know that I do put like little nuggets for the day, little tidbits of learnings for the day and teachings for the day. And same as all of my experiences, I learned a lot from the current body journey that I'm on. You know, I learned a lot uh, when it comes to the energy between your body and your mind and your heart and your, basically the connection of your body's energy to your spiritual experiences, because that's what I do. I'm a light worker. I'm an energy healer, and I break spirituality down for all of you guys so that you can use it in your life as well. Okay, so here are my learnings, and hopefully you'll be able to translate them into your own life, use them for your own life as well. So the first thing that I learned was discipline. Yes, I do have a lot of discipline for myself. I meditate daily. I do Reiki on myself daily. I make sure to do affirmations for myself daily. That's just the baseline of me being a healer, because if I didn't do that, I would not be able to help other people. So I need to be really strong and balanced for myself, for other people, not just for me. But this kind of discipline really went on a higher level, you know, the kind of mental discipline that it takes to not coerce, but to convince yourself to do a workout every day is on a different level. And if you are struggling with your own sense of self-discipline, if you are struggling with let's say, for example, recreating your self-concept, you know, seeing yourself from as totally obese and totally unattractive to someone who is worth it and loved and beautiful and just appreciated by other people, it's the same kind of discipline. And if you do engage yourself in a kind of a routine like Chloe has created for us, a program that Chloe has created for us, it will get you into the mindset of that discipline on the non-physical aspect as well. So, great advice for you if you are struggling with changing your self-concept, if you are struggling with loving yourself or learning how to love yourself a little bit more. Try a workout. Try a workout that has a routine, and allow that routine to discipline your, not just your body, but your mind as well. It'll be much easier for you to really stay on the positive aspect once you're already familiar with that kind of discipline, you know? And that has really helped. Being a healer, being a spiritual healer, being an energy worker or an energy healer, it really does take a lot of discipline. I mean, I can't spell it out enough, but this workout has really strengthened that discipline mindset of mine, and I can't thank Chloe enough for that. It's like on a whole other level now. I thought I was on another level in the past. Now it's like level 2.0, level 3.0, up to level 10.0. So it's really at a high level right now. So the second takeaway, or the second learning that I have, is actually persistence. And it's so funny because I do incorporate this into my tarot readings and my Reiki healings. And whenever people have spiritual consultations with me, I always tell them that persistence is really a big factor. If, let's say, for example, let's go with the example of recreating yourself. If you want to recreate yourself, or if you want to strengthen your self-concept, if you want to strengthen your own spirituality for yourself, you can't do it overnight. I mean, I know that it's not impossible, and some people do that. That's what happened to me with some of my personal things that I was battling with. I was able to flip them overnight, but I needed to support them. And that's what I mean by persistence. It's the kind of persistence that allows you to become stronger, the kind of persistence that allows you to become more confident that results are going to happen for you. When you engage in an exercise like this, in a routine exercise like this, it's very easy to fall short in the middle and say, this doesn't work. Nothing is happening. I don't see my abs just yet. I don't see my muscles like jutting out of my shirt just yet. You know, people aren't flocking to my house and telling me that I look insanely amazing just yet. But you just need to go through with it, because with every day that you persist in your workout, with every day that you keep going, with every day that you keep engaging and believing in the workout, so we're talking about the workout first, you will see the results come up. One day you'll just wake up and look at your photo, your before photo, your beginning photo, and compare it to your now photo, the before and after photo, and you'll see such a big difference. And it's the same thing with spirituality. If you find yourself struggling to be in a more spiritual mindset, to be in a more mindful mindset, to have more balance in your energy, just persist. In the beginning, of course, it's tough. I mean, come on, let's be realistic. Anything foreign to us will not be easy, or anything unfamiliar to us, of course, will not be easy because you're not used to it yet. So just break through that beginning, whether it's a workout or whether it's you, again, trying to recreate your own self-concept, you supporting yourself, you trying to be more spiritual, you trying to be more mindful, you trying to feel more balanced emotionally, you trying to train your mind to be more mentally stable, more mentally balanced, you trying to make your entire being more balanced and feeling better than it was before. Just keep going with it. Just keep persisting. You don't need to base all of your progress on the outside world. I mean, I know that Chloe has said this in some of her videos as well, to not compare yourself with other people and really just to be patient with yourself and be gentle with yourself when it comes to this process. And it's the same thing with spirituality. It's the same thing when you're manifesting. It's the same thing when you're trying to become the better version of yourself. You just need to keep on the track, just keep persisting, and one day you'll wake up and realize you are the perfect person that you've always wanted to be, completely different from your before and now that you're here in your after. All right? And now the third learning that I took away from this process so far is actually to have faith in it. And this ties in very well with the persistence aspect. Now, again, when you're doing a workout like this, it's highly improbable that you'll see results after one day, or after 1 week, or after 1 month, or, and so on. So you really need, apart from the persistence, you need to couple that with the faith that this workout is working, the faith that every day as you keep doing the workouts, every day as you keep pushing yourself more and more, you'll be able to get the result that you want, and you will see them come into your 3D. Now, I am a conscious manifester, and it's exactly the same process of manifesting. Whenever you set out your intention, you don't actually need to look for evidence for it in the 3D world. Because the 3D world is just your past, right? Your past reflection, or not your past reflection, but basically the past, uh, your past thoughts reflecting in reality. And take note, guys, I'm not a manifesting coach. In fact, I have a manifesting coach that I go to for help as well. But yes, this is all just my experience. I'm talking out of my experience. So yeah, whenever you are manifesting, yeah, you don't need to always be picking on the 3D world. You don't always need to be looking at the 3D world for evidence of, is it working? Is it working? Is it working? One day you'll just wake up and it's already there. One day you're not in the before anymore and you're already in the after. Okay? So it's the same thing, it's the same process. And I'm so glad that I went through this because it has really helped me to have more learnings and have more things to work with when it comes to my tarot readings with you guys and with my Reiki healings with you guys and my intuitive spiritual consultation sessions with you guys. And yeah, so I hope you like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And I will be posting my results of the Hourglass Challenge as well, but I have yet to start it. So I have one rest day, and then the next day, I'm gonna start the Hourglass Challenge. So yeah, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you have any comments, you have any questions, you want to say hey, just comment down below. If you would like to receive new notifications of my new videos, please hit the subscribe button below over there. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, well, here are the details. And I will see you guys next time. Stay happy, stay healthy in all of your bodies, and yes, ciao for now.